There's a little bit of a sense of betrayal when you list your house, and we put our heart and soul into this property. We were clearing the land. We had no business building our own house, but somehow we did it. And this is what we ended up with.
Woke up this morning with the sunrise in my eyes. Just like a new day, a breath of fresh air in my life.
Hi, we're the Ecclestons, and welcome to our home in beautiful Lake Placid. I'm a professional sculptor by trade, so a lot of communities all over the country have my art, but I wanted something to design and build that I could live in and appreciate as a sculptural house. And when we decided to design a house, I wanted to make this a timber frame home that we could both sit around and enjoy the beauty of our house just by looking around and looking at the beams. This is a traditional timber frame home, so everything is held together with mortise and tenon joints and fastened with oak pegs. We designed the house in a way to be minimalistic so that the focus is always on the timber frame, so everything revolves around the frame. Just like when I design a sculpture, I'm always thinking of how I can lead the viewer around the sculpture, because the sculpture is in 3 dimensions, so you don't want people just focusing on one point. So the same thing I thought of when designing this house. I want people to, start at the entryway and look at the curved beams on the ceiling of the hallway, all the way out through to the back to the 8-foot-high French doors, and then as they walk in, it opens up into this little vaulted space, which then allows you to see the 32-foot-high vaulted ceilings and the additional windows, which bring a lot of natural light into the home. And then as you turn around, then you can actually look up into the vaulted loft space on the 2nd floor, which allows you to see all the way through into the master bedroom. I intentionally left all the beams exposed. I didn't hide them behind any walls to create, extra closet space or unnecessary things that would get in the way of the timber. I did some research, and there's this really interesting fireplace builder in Sweden called Tulikivi, and it's basically a masonry heater. You start one fire a day, and it keeps your house warm for 24 hours. An additional benefit to it, it also has a wood-fired oven. So, in the winter time, once a week, it's pizza night, and we also can roast vegetables and chickens and fish. It's just a great way of cooking without having to use the stove.
What makes this property special to us is its location. I work in Lake Placid Village, and there's a lot of hustle and bustle, and I drive less than 10 minutes to home, which is complete solitude. And we're located at the end of a cul-de-sac, very, very private. We have a beautiful mountain view, and it's 8.5 acres. My husband has designed trails, and the trail system is used literally daily. We certainly love our privacy, but we also love to entertain, and I've got to say that the house was designed for entertainment. With a very open kitchen, people always congregate there anyway, but in this particular situation, they can meander and still be part of a conversation. About 5 years ago, Rob designed a 2-car garage carriage house, which has been a wonderful addition, especially in the winter. The timber framed carriage house is currently unfinished upstairs, but it could lend itself to be a granny cottage or a guest cottage. I'm gonna miss this property. I know that this is what we need to do. However, this property is very special to us.
We don't relish the idea of selling our home. We love Lake Placid, we love our property, we love our home. As a sculptor, I do business with an art foundry in Colorado, and it's a business decision. I need to be closer to the foundry for some of the projects that I'm going to be working on. If we could pick up our house and our property and take it with us to Colorado, we would. But we're going to miss it, and we hope whoever buys it really understands what they have, how special it is.